your daughter to hand you a cookie.
Well, if a mouse could eat a cookie, the world would be saved, wouldn't it?
You mispronounced vodka.
I mean, not wrong. And I goofed up Tanari. We cut off half of Tanari. We're gonna fix that.
Oh, don't cut off Tanari.
I know, the sprinkles must live.
She's so precious.
She
Just
is.
got her a supply.
And actually, I mean, she's cropped nicely. I have to say, I love the backdrop to the chair. I will say that again because it gives that gardeny feel with the wicker background. So it feels like you're like in an inner garden with Tanari.
Yep.
Tanari's garden.
Actually, you're not wrong. That actually would be really cool.
Right?
And I'm
It'd be
not
fun.
being facetious. I'm saying I love the aesthetic. It's really pretty.
Unless I move that backdrop.
I know.
If I move that thing, that ain't pretty no more.
No,
It's a nightmare.
but the way that you've got the wicker and then that floral pattern, if you put like a couple of ivies, I mean, hi garden, how are you?
Yeah, get that. If I can find them.
Oh, get plastic ivory so the kids don't munch on them because we all know kids.
We have it's summer is coming up. We don't have decorations for summer because decorations for summer are wet swimsuits and beach towels.
Well, actually, you could drape some of the beach towels in a creative way.
Yeah.
That'd be
But
super
in
cool.
the fall, we have fake leaves and stuff that we decorate the house with anyway. I'm sure I will get points for putting some in my office.
That'll be cool. I love the word facetious. Why are we using facetious?
I don't know, but it's a great word.
I mean, you're not wrong. At least because of the vowels that are in alphabetical order. Oh, yeah, it is. Wow. I suck at spelling at times. I'm going to totally admit this. Alright, so welcome to Take Another Shot because apparently the first one wasn't good enough and you needed another one. And we're here
We're all out of breath.
Yeah, the breath is fuck all right now. I'm gonna let it Sai take over and do the Sai things because Sai is much better at this than I am, and I did 4 hours of this stuff yesterday. So, Sai,
Yay.
it's all you.
Alright, so we did things yesterday, and we started off by resolving some of the goals from last week. I don't really remember who had what, or who was on first. I know I had a box.
Melody got
Melody.
House and a purse.
Right, house and a purse. What was Morgan doing?
Morgan was doing getting jobs for you. As well as getting a backdoor installed. And, actually, let me see if I can do the thing. Yeah, no, I cannot do a thing. Well, maybe I can do a thing. Nope, it's not gonna let me do it. Okay, anyhow.
It implodes in 3, 2.
Fuck! Okay, long story short, kids. Sai! Tommy turned around and got a box. He opened up the box, found out a whole bunch of shit, and then turned into being a catalyst for a Lasombra who's trying to live again. Melody gets a bag of holding, as well as gets several places that she has to go visit to pick out a home. Morgan decided that he wanted to create a back door, literally, and then got jobs for Tommy. And then was sorting out his mages and trying to make sure that he got all of his contacts together. But he realizes that he's in Chicago, so therefore some of his contacts that he created in Joliet are not exactly valid in Chicago. And now he has to work to create contacts again between the mages and the werewolves. Santo, whatever his fucking name is. He decided that, yeah, that bitch. He decided that he needed to get his insurance for his guitar. He had to make sure. Oh, by the way, Melody had to get names of people she could not munch from Ozzy's crew. Got that taken care of. The guitar was put insurance on, and he did a couple other fuck all things that I can't fucking remember at this moment. That's why we have a goddamn VOD, and I am living for that fucking VOD. And to wrap this all up, I have absolutely no idea what our mage is doing at the moment because real life and shit all and we will come back to that when we have her back on the thing. And did I recap all the goals?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Fucking A.
There was a guitar repair in there.
Oh, fuck me, yes. And please don't fuck me with a guitar, because that shit will not go up my cooch. I'm just saying now. Thank you for playing. Yes, Sava. What question do you have? How many characters in this world have been possessed by Lysambra now? 3. No! 4! Amelia, Frank, Edwin, no, Dr. Sexy, because I can't remember his fucking name. Gabe, and now Tommy.
Rono got hit too. Frank?
Yeah, that's why I named Frank.
Okay.
Amelia, Frank.
What are the favorite phrases of the characters? Like when something goes wrong, what does Tommy say to himself out loud? Fuck?
I think that's a catch-all for most people.
Yeah.
Where's my glitter?
Morgan's like, how much did I lose in this transaction?
And Morgan's just kind of like, okay, how do we handle this?
So, we handled our goals, and, Tommy went over to Morgan's place to talk about the jobs. That was a sure, I'll take care of them. Meanwhile, didn't Melody go out to see somebody, like, out in near Gary?
Went to get a house and meet up with Miss Davis, who suggested getting a Nosferatu roommate in my new house so I don't stand out so badly, which seems like a lost cause in my opinion, but you know, whatever.
Probably.
I
went to go find Tommy to work out details.
I would never say it was a lost cause, because we all know Tommy's gonna do his best to take care of our precious cinnamon roll Melody.
So while she was doing that, Ozzy was just waiting to see if he had any sort of gigs that day. They were like, oh, you could, but not currently, so he went to go dick around the hive. Meanwhile, like, as Tommy's leaving Morgan's place, he's like, why is there all this shadowy shit on me? And is like, that's weird. Let's ask Ozzy, because Ozzy likes shadows. So went to go find Ozzy, ran into him right near the Daily Center. Kind of had like a weird, sort of a weird 3-party conversation where Ozzy was like, oh, let's see what's going on, and then realized that Tommy's shadow was being possessed by Sybil.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, Melody was on her way back, heading towards the Daily Center. And Morgan's, had been chatting with Melody, realized that she was near the Daily Center, and was like, wait, why is everybody outside near the Daily Center? As like things were starting to kind of escalate because Tommy was freaking out. And Melody had pulled up and was like, oh, there's evil on you. And Tommy was like, what the fuck do you mean evil on me? So,
well, and she did this while she was on the phone with Morgan.
Right. So Morgan's like, why are you guys screaming about evil in public? Right in front of my
tower. Building. Yes.
And he's like,
everything worse.
He's like, I'm getting a car. We're gonna go to discuss this someplace safe.
That's not my building.
That's not the building.
Counter offer inside the building?
No. We went to another building.
But
I don't know why we did that, but we did that. But first,
because we don't want the evil in my. There's enough evil.
The
in
evil
my
was
tower.
already in your tower. Tommy was just there.
Morgan didn't know that at the time.
Well, he knows it now.
Yes.
So then the lady shows up. And, Ozzy's, like, trying to leave because this is a bunch of craziness. The lady shows up. Morgan shows up with the car. And is like, everybody in the car. And Ozzy and Tommy I guess Morgan too also recognized the lady,
Yeah.
and so I guess they're like, "Yeah, you get in the car too, lady." Or I guess not that meanly, but more
Well,
or
yeah,
less,
no,
that's
I
what
was like,
happened.
hey, would you like to come in the car too? And she was like, oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah, she's like, I like cars. I'll come with. So she gets in the car. Ozzy and Morgan have a little bit of a pissing competition, to which neither one of them won.
This is gonna happen again, people.
Multiple
repeatedly.
times. Like the whole series. It's just gonna be
It's
that.
content.
There is, please, just send money for alcohol. I beg you.
We're gonna need a lot, like
Yeah.
a lot.
Bits
Do
and
that before we
subs.
started this season.
Bits, subs. There's a donate link. I'll give you my address. You can just send me checks.
I have a coffee link.
Right.
Instead of a cup of coffee, it's a cup of alcohol.
I'll just, or if you're not comfortable doing that, I'll just give you the nearest like liquor store location, and you can just have somebody deliver it to me. That'll work.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Yeah,
Okay, but if you do that, then we're all coming to Sai's house.
that's fine.
Okay.
We'll have a party. It's cool.
I mean, you're literally around pretty much besides
Besides you guys.
the two down below me and myself. Everyone else is in, either
Well, now
Virginia
it's a
or
bit more-
DC area.
It's a bit more even now, because like half the group's over here and like half the group's over there.
So what you're saying is us half have to
Right.
go over to your half.
Well, no, we can just go or we can anyway. We'll figure
We'll take
something.
turns.
We'll take exactly. We'll like meet halfway or take turns or whatever.
Okay.
So they wound
Ask
up.
Alice.
Ozzy wound up eventually getting in the car by like throwing some shadowy tendrils in there and yoinking himself in,
I mean,
trying to be all cool.
he does do the Scooby and Shaggy impression, so yoink is actually an
Yeah.
appropriate descriptor.
So he definitely yoinked himself. They get to one of Morgan's safe house towers, right? And go up a bunch of floors, and there's rooms, and there's a tailor. Oh yeah, the important thing. Why was there a tailor? Would you care to explain that, Melody?
So we have a chat where the lady's like, do you actually think all Somber are evil? I'm like, we're supposed to sparkle. I'm supposed to sparkle. This was a lot of back and forth because Melody's not your standard vampire. But
No,
the
she's
end here,
not.
she goes, how are we supposed to sparkle? And I just kind of went,
Pocket glitter.
a handful of glitter. Yep.
So now the lady, Ozzy, and Tommy are all covered in glitter. Like the three people that probably shouldn't be covered in glitter.
The people who definitely do not require glitter.
Yeah. Like even Morgan would probably look good with like some nice glitter. You know what I mean? But
I mean, awe can accommodate for a large range of
Yeah.
inadequacies.
that's true. That's very.
Are
true.
you now telling us that Morgan is inadequate in some area?
You heard it here, folks. Somebody clip that.
I mean, occasionally he gets covered in glitter, and that's a problem.
Or
Mental
is it a
note.
solution?
He's also completely useless at a cult.
Yeah, so is everybody else.
Hey, fuck you.
Well, not you. You're the storyteller,
My occult is on point.
right?
I shall state this now. I researched this shit. Oh my god, the researching
got,
I've done
like-
for this.
Tommy's okay at it, but he's no Gabe.
And we all know, well, Ozzy, well, actually, I can look at this
I was
now.
gonna say I don't know if Ozzy's got a cult. He might.
Actually,
That would kind of make sense if he did, but who knows?
let me look. I will look. I'm looking right now. Give me a second. Renault's not here. He can't tell us.
Right?
So, fuck it. Does he? Hold on. He does not.
Oh, okay. And I don't know if Melody has any. So see,
what?
we're very occult lacking.
Which is
That's
weird.
not going to go poorly for us.
Because I think I've got 2 dots in occult.
No,
Wait a
I
minute.
put 0.
Oh shit.
Hold on. I think this
I don't
is
remember.
where your microwave mage comes in. Give me a second.
Oh yeah, does the mage have something.
That's
Is there a cult or is it something equitable?
yeah, that's what I'm looking at right now. She has 1 dot in a cult.
Oh,
Same.
great.
Well, no.
Okay.
You have 1 dot in a cult?
1, yeah.
So, okay.
Oh.
That's fucking great.
There's no way that this could go poorly for us.
I mean,
when dealing with artifacts.
I've got 2 in intelligence and 2 in occult, so I'm at least working with a 4 die pool, and I can rouse for 2 more. If I really wanted to, but why would I waste that on that?
Well, no, in theory, because you'll be doing oh god, well, no, yeah. If you rouse either your intelligence or what, you got a 6 die pool.
Yeah.
You're in so much trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you are.
Fun.
This, you know what? This is the first time you guys have dealt with characters that are not prepared for this. You guys actually, but you know what? You guys actually rolled characters that not only have you wanted to play, but are not on the super intelligent, I know everything and can solve the entire problem right here in this cute little squishy ball with, soda on eyes.
Yeah, Morgan's solutions generally run along the lines of, well, I can throw money at that, or I can have my friends set it on fire. Or I
Characters
can,
we're playing right now weren't prepared for each other, let alone anything else.
Yeah, that's very true. But that's okay, because we're all in this together. Right?
I mean, you're all in this together. I'm just helping you do the story.
I don't know, with some of the things that Ozzy was saying to the lady last session about where his priorities lie, I'm not sure we are all in this together.
Well, that's just Lasombra.
I mean, not wrong. And the funny part is that the lady is completely Camarilla. She is a descendant of Montano, so therefore she's always been Camarilla, and she has actually fought her own clan, being that Ozzy is former Sabbat. So that's where tensions come in between those two. Is not just the loyalty within the clan, but loyalty within the sect.
Yeah.
Who's the stronger for being a part of what sect? And being that Lasombra's all about strength and who you can one up and where you can seize that power from. Yeah. There's going to be power contention. I'm sorry, Ventru. You are always a great contender in this game, but when two Lasombras kind of butt heads, you should venture your way out.
When Rono's character butts head with anybody, it's best if you just walk away.
Make a note.
Sure.
Not wrong.
But like, you know what? We'll get into that later. So there was glitter thrown in the car. We've gone like way off track.
We were on a track.
We got to the place. There was a tailor. We got clothes.
A boggin tailor.
We got clothes.
Squirrel got a dress.
Squirrel got a dress. And then we sat down, and everybody else started talking about what was going on with Tommy, while Tommy sat there in his head going, "Fuck you all," and that was pretty much how I felt about that. But yeah, the two Lasombra were very much going back and forth over the situation. Morgan was trying to be helpful, I think.
Yeah, that's a bad habit, but he's gonna,
to the best of his abilities, and I don't know.
I don't think Morgan knows anymore.
I think that we're gonna see some shit when Morgan finally breaks that habit and realizes that
I hope so.
for most of these people, mutually beneficial arrangements aren't going to be mutually beneficial because they're pieces of shit.
They're not.
And trying to be helpful is a waste of time and energy. Then we're gonna we need Morgan to lose some humanity over the course of this season, and then we're gonna see some stuff.
Oh, so you want to have 3 characters at level 5?
Hi, Fast Train to Whitesville. How you doing? I'm buying a ticket.
I've got 2 tickets on that.
Good. I mean, we've already
you're not wrong.
seen, we saw last season that when it's a existential threat to his organization and his employees, which he feels like obligated to try and protect and look after, like he will go scorched earth, and that will magnify and accelerate as he loses humanity.
I mean,
which will cause more humanity loss.
I mean, if you're looking at turning around and nuking everything from space just to be sure, I would do it more with a concentrated, high-powered laser beam, so you could just gouge and cut out what you don't want.
That was a goal last season.
Yes, Joker, you're right. Humanity 4 is the fast train, but 5's where that slope starts.
It is a long, slippery slope. When you lose it, it's just
fun.
Depends on how fast you fly.
I can't wait till Tommy goes down to Humanity 4. That'll be great.
That'll be great. And
Oh,
Junie,
Christ.
so to clarify, last season you had told me that I wasn't allowed to get a space laser. Has that policy changed?
That policy has not changed. The reason why is one word.
Storyteller?
Technocracy.
I'm good with the timeshare.
No. The technocracy. No, don't.
It's not a timeshare. This isn't how this works. It's not how any of this works. The technocracy would see this going, shut down.
Sundays and Tuesdays.
Yeah, you wouldn't see the following week, my friend.
Wait a minute, are you saying that you want to co-parent the big, huge, fucking laser?
If it means that I get one, yeah.
Oh, fuck off! Are you
Last season did
Okay,
you miss?
Junie, I'm gonna say this. Do not give him a space laser.
Vote first, then booze!
Do not give him a space laser.
Fine, we'll stick with the nukes.
Food! Where's the food?
This
Yes.
is the food.
That, if I wasn't
Find
out
the
that.
fucking cookie!
Okay. Hey, how are you guys doing? This is me and my bottle of almost done Jameson.
You can do
This.
it. I believe in you. Said Junie's a bit louder than everybody else.
That's fine. Give me a moment.
It's okay.
Is that better? Can you hear me? Is that my trance? Oh my god.
I can hear you. We'll wait for chat to let us know about the volume thing.
Hi. How y'all
Okay,
doing?
Svava says she can hear you.
Okay, good.
I'm just saying, okay, you take a baby Ventru with max level wealth and tell them that the world's going to end if this thing isn't stopped, and they start going, I mean, I'd much rather just see Chicago end than the whole world. So, like, I could rebuild somewhere else. I could buy another city. That's fine. We just need to stop the world from ending.
And
Joker's got a good point. If you have a space laser, you should never want to use the space laser.
Plus, being a Chicagoan, I don't want my kid's existence to be considered just, a blip.
Well,
Yeah.
Not
Morgan's
wrong.
employees just became one of the most important things in your world. If they're taken care of, the rest of the city's fine.
Did they though?
Oh,
Let's
sweet
find
Jesus.
out.
Because I don't know if that's true.
Please just send more. This is fine. You guys know where to find me. Oh, God.
Anyway, so had a lovely conversation. To which, Morgan and the lady were like, "Oh yeah, Tommy, you should have your ghoul bring us the box with all the papers in it and all the stuff in it." And Tommy's like, "Yeah, sure, I'm gonna do that," while not being like, "Yeah, no, I'm not gonna do that." And had Toby take out all of the papers that were in the box and then deliver a locked, unfilled box, basically. To which he later revealed that when Morgan started talking about, what was it, the archivist, the mage archivist, going over the papers.
Yeah, making sure that you copy everything and have an authentic, accurate copy, even of the bits that are sure to be hidden.
No, he wasn't gonna let that happen. So now you guys have a box. Isn't that great? Lovely box.
Well,
Though-
but we barbecue it.
Though CBJ is correct that the last time the Technocratic Union fired their space weapons was when they were trying to kill the ravenous Methuselah that kick-started off the Week of Nightmares.
Oh, he didn't want a space laser for Aventru. He wanted a space laser for somebody else. Like,
Yeah, no. So there was like a timey-wimey paradox issue that was going to cause a temporal cascade, and he's like, "Well, if you just nuke the people who are going to cause it, then they're not around to cause it, so it's fine."
right. He wanted the space laser Frank.
I mean, to be fair, haven't
You
we all
caused the
wanted the space
timey-wimey
laser,
bullshit.
Frank?
He did cause the timey-wimey bullshit. I'm so glad I wasn't alone in the one seeing
Wait.
the irony in that.
How did Morgan cause the timey-wimey
When you
bullshit?
ripped him out of time after Kane ripped him apart.
Frank.
Somebody said, "Can you retrieve the asset?" You didn't say how to retrieve. You didn't say
It was a yes or no question.
they couldn't give you a yes or no until they attempted it. So therefore, 6 mages with different spheres of mastery had to try and circumvent somebody's death by Kane. And while they did that and could get the body, they couldn't get the personality, but they had to go back to try and download the personality to download that into the body they got.
And then they got the wrong one.
In my defense, I asked them that before he died.
Mistakes were made, but at the same time, we gave you results.
Look,
You did.
this is what you get for having employees that you either pay very, very well or eat.
No. See, the ones that I eat get paid even better.
Okay, that's even worse, though. Do you not see how that's worse?
You have
This is why I
Fine.
Boblin. You employ a tower full of Boblin.
He's not wrong.
That
Not
exactly, yes.
It's not Morgan's fault that he has special dietary
Actually,
requirements.
okay, but is it his fault, though? Because he could get food elsewhere. They don't have to be his employees.
I mean, the
He's-
problem is that he
His
can
employees
only
could
drink-
actually be competent people.
The problem there is that 7 humanity, like, he doesn't want to be a piece of shit and just, like, hunt and eat.
Well,
and-
that's a personal problem.
When you have a Ventru who has a taste for mage blood, and that's all the Ventru can eat.
It's not all he can eat. That's an important detail that a lot of people.
Wait, you
are,
have Methuselah's thirst, don't you?
No, I have the palate restriction.
Right. I know that because
Right.
you're Ventru.
The palate restriction is that he cannot eat mundane.
So
blood.
it's basically like where
It
it has
is
to be
me-
super-
yeah.
yeah, it's Methuselah.
It's
Methu-
not quite, because like Methuselah's thirst, it's a little bit broader than Methuselah's thirst, but not much. Like he can eat Guru or Mage, or it doesn't have to be Kindred.
I thought that was Methuselah's.
Yeah, it
thirst,
is
where it's
Methuselah's
supernatural.
thirst, yes.
Yeah.
Methuselah, you're
I have to
talking.
eat a vampire.
Okay, so Melody's blood leech, so she has to have nothing but kindred.
Yeah.
Methuselah, it's pretty much. Oh, guess what? Hello. Oh, according to CBJ in V5, you can eat outside your palate restrictions. You just have to spend a willpower to do it.
Well, there you go. Just spend a willpower and nom a human. It's fine. You'll be good.
Or hear me out. Or you recruit a herd of mages.
Fine, but do they have? We're talking in circles. Anyway, so we go back.
This is why I drink.
This
We
is
had
why
a very
Rono's usually here to keep things somewhat on track. Somewhat.
We
on
had
God
a
track.
damn
very
it, where the
long meeting
Fuck is
where we
Rono?
learned about each other, and the lady
Right.
learned about us,
Right.
and we learned that Tommy's a little fucked.
A little.
Yeah, well, not to him, but that's okay. So anyway, Melody's like, this is weird, I'm leaving. Ozzy's like, this is weird, I'm leaving, and so is Tommy. But before Ozzy leaves, and after Morgan leaves, Ozzy's like, oh, I want to see what's around here, and finds a lovely, wonderful spirit. And he's like, hey, spirit, what you doing? And the spirit's like, getting some iced coffee. And he's like, oh, did you know you're dead? And the spirit's like, oh my God, no, I'm not dead. That's such a lie. And he's like, oh yeah, step through the counter. And the spirit steps through the counter. He's like, oh my God, I'm dead. Denial, iced coffee, I'm not dead. And then probably started a haunting at one of Morgan's places, which will be great.
And Morgan supplied Melody with a sprinkles.
Oh yeah, Morgan supply.
Sanity check. Supplied Melody with a bit of a sparkly sanity check.
I'm curious to see how that turns out.
Yeah, I can't
With
imagine
less flying
anything that could go wrong having a
No.
blood leech depend on Morgan for a supply of a thing that Morgan cannot have his organization produce themselves. Whatever could happen there.
I mean, we'll just have to see.
But that's why you have to find a way to make a deal with William to share Boblins so you can get a supply of sprinkles.
I mean,
Well, and I've been trying to keep like an amicable avenue open there, exchange some information, yada yada yada. Just keep that relationship alive and on good terms.
Play
so
the story well.
there's this interesting thought that I have though, is like, I don't imagine that Melody has like any, like, does Melody have any misgivings at all about that situation?
Now,
Okay.
keep in mind,
That's
Melody's
unfortunate.
knowledge of the kindred stems from what she's learned from Olivia. Olivia's got a working relationship with Morgan and feels indebted to him to some extent.
Oh.
Why does she feel indebted? Out of utter curiosity.
Yeah, I'm very
Frank?
curious.
Morgan's technically owed boons from Olivia.
Brought Frank back. Frank had morphed into a touchstone at that point, and the player did not realize that. I just kind of let the character do their thing the last few episodes. But yeah, it was
Gotcha.
bringing Frank back. That's where Olivia feels a sense of indebtment there.
That's unfortunate for Melody.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
It'll be fun though. It'll be fun. It'll be great. Speaking of people owing people boons, so one thing that Mystic and I had done in chat is Tommy went to Ozzy's place, did a little bit of an exchange for information, and gave Ozzy the information that was in the box. So
Right, so I'm gonna have to type all that out. Okay, cool. Cool.
Yeah.
Let me make a note for this because I'm sure he's going to come in and say, well, Junie, I've got all this.
Sure.
What is this? What does this say? And I'm like,
I mean, if it wasn't gonna be him, it would have been me. So.
I mean, fair. I mean, you wrote them too, right? You read them too, right?
Oh no! I sent you in my goals that I purposely did not read them.
Okay, good.
Yep.
Well, I don't remember your goals at this moment, so I apologize.
No, that's fine. I just sent them to you this morning, so it's fine.
Oh, good to know.
Yeah. So, speaking of goals,
Oh boy. Still have to work out the guitar thing with Ozzy. Or may just decide to keep it, have a nice decoration somewhere.
Okay.
There's actually have some written down. So I was gonna have Emily, my assistant, gonna call her and tell her about the situation with Tommy and have her look for solutions, preferably ones that won't injure Tommy. But there's a scale, there's a curve. It depends on how far things progress. Gonna give Gwen a heads up that this whole thing with Sybil's going down, and oh, by the way, Marcus might be coming to town. sort of thing that the sheriff would probably benefit from having a little bit of warning about. Gonna keep. He's still looking for ways to, like, he's still thinking of boons in much the same way that he thinks of it like mortal credit. Like, so he's like, hey, I need to get something going here to generate some accounts receivable. And so he's still, trying to crack that a little bit. Might start recruiting some of the thin bloods that he's been recruiting to work for them to do some alchemy and like trade, that for boons, like trade away their solutions. Gonna reach out to other Morgan, see if there's anybody she knows who would be willing to trade rituals for other services, and offer to trade information about new developments in that mess from last year that we both worked on. Basically offering to, if she accepts, he's going to tell her about the thing with Tommy and Marcus and try to barter that for one of those shiny mirror rings. And then he's also going to just do some preventative, or proactive maintenance on his finance structure so that if anybody ever realizes, hey, Morgan Daly's dead, that he can kind of go underground, drop the identity, and still have access to all of his assets, or the vast majority of them.
Okay. What's Melody looking at doing?
Waking up.
Getting settled in the new treehouse.
That's fair. Anything else? Morgan, I hope you've written all that down to submit.
It's all in the sheet. The old goals are crossed out, and I'm just adding new ones to the bottom of the list.
Perfect.
And you're just going to have a list for the whole season with the stuff that's handled crossed off, because I know that, like, in future seasons, when we refer back to what happened, having some kind of list of like what the goals were will be helpful. So
no, that's completely and
That's
utterly
true.
fine. For me, it makes it easier with having a running list of goals, so I know where you're at, where you were, and how you're moving forward towards what you want to accomplish and achieve. And with some people, it's as simple as moving into a house, getting their stuff sorted. Because that's a lot of fucking glitter that one has to turn around and categorize. And not to mention a sort by color. Not only by color, but light to dark in that color. And then from there, move on, making a whole fucking rainbow.
Probably some shopping, too, to put usefulness in the new bottomless bag.
Right. And that's fair. And Tommy's got some good goals. I can't wait to find out what Ozzy's goals are.
Man.
I will have to actually write out the ladies' goals because apparently you all have now triggered her into this.
Started it.
You started it.
Oh! But you guys triggered it by telling her certain key facts.
Look, that wasn't my fault.
I didn't touch anything, did I?
Look.
If you give a Nos a box.
Right? Nobody told me what was in that box. Nobody said, hey, don't open this box.
Oh.
Okay, so I just added 4 more goals to the list. We've got orbital weapons platforms, world domination, space navy, and interstellar empire.
For future things. Understood.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
Right. May I refer to you to the Imperial Codex as well as the Sith book for trying to become Emperor?
You can do it. I believe in
No.
Well, I
Give in
have
to
the
your
books. I mean, seriously. I mean, I could give you the Jedi Code, but I don't think you'd actually adhere to it.
I think I'm going to need some more ranks in Dominate to make this work.
I think probably. Yeah.
I think Ozzy's just going to fuck it all up on purpose.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Oh, Ozzy's gonna be like, let's dive into showing this venture exactly where he stands.
Yeah.
And it will be literally a contention of will.
It's just gonna be the whole season. It's just the two of them.
How big is your dick?
Yeah.
Like, are you done with your pissing contest yet?
Are we done? Can we handle this life-threatening situation
No,
going on over here?
this is
no?
fine.
Okay, hold on. We'll wait.
That's it. Welcome to
But
Vampire Another Breath. How big is your dick edition? Starring and featuring Ozzy and Morgan. Co-starring Tommy, Emily, and Melody. I'm your storyteller, Ginny Von Esch, and I have never seen any of their dicks. This is fine. Let's roll some dice.
That's actually why the car didn't stop. Morgan's like, okay, I'm giving you the opportunity to help, and if you don't, I'm gonna fucking leave you here.
Look, it's fine. It'll be fine.
Welcome to Vampire Take a Shot, the after edition, where we only do shade because we know nothing else.
Yeah.
Finally.
So
You don't
some
want to
of-
see the sun. We need the shade, okay?
That's true. So some of the goals that I had that I'll share is I'm gonna first off find out when we can move Melody. So Tommy's gonna start packing all of his shit up. Spend a good portion of the week trying not to panic and failing miserably, and then seeking out some people that are on benzos to help calm himself the fuck down. He's gonna probably go do 2 of Daly's jobs. Gonna start with the hardest one first, get that shit out of the way. And then go with the easiest one. Probably use the NOS channels to kind of gather some information, you know, what the tea of the week is and all that jazz, so. And then a couple more. Send some emails. Stalk some people. It'll be fine.
That works for me. I think it'll also handle what else is going on. What are you guys looking at for possible future endeavors? Not just goals for this week, but are you guys looking to possibly somehow team up? Or what do you think for the overall season? Where do you think you're going to kind of lie at or try to draw? And I know this is only 2 episodes in. We've got another 28 episodes.
Yeah.
But it's nice to see where you guys are trying to call things at right now.
So Morgan views the whole thing with Sybil and possibly Agrippa, because if Sybil's still around, Agrippa might be. That's an existential threat. That's something, because like if they wake up, like he understands if they wake up, they're going to eat everybody in Chicago for the most part, maybe more than that. And he's got a lot of people in Chicago that he kind of feels obligated to look out for, because like mortals can't look after themselves. Hell, a lot of thin bloods can't, right? It's like they just don't have the ability to do it. So he's trying to do it for them because they're his employees. And so that's he's going to be very focused on putting this fire out and finding a way to try and keep it from coming up again.
Okay.
Things sparkle, and the way it's shaping up, make everything worse.
Now, are you looking at Melody? Are you looking at trying to connect with the Fae? Or are you going to try and
That's a good question.
explore more of the kindred side of things?
Part of me's going to say that's kind of up to the Fae. I mean, there's a level of loyalty to certain kindred, not all of them by a long shot, but a couple that I'm not sure Melody would want to just knock off. But there's definitely a desire to reconnect and see if the Queen is even willing to entertain that idea anymore.
Well, that I would like to see Melody dive into a little bit of that, try to see if she can make or reconnect in with some of the connections she used to have. Because she's only been at Kindred for, like, what, a couple of months? So
Something
it's
like
not
that.
like they don't fade away, like, the moment that, she was turned.
Right.
And I think that would give her a better understanding and a better feel of what was going on and what they actually think.
Yeah, I might have to ask Olivia about, because I know Olivia's got connections to a couple of, say, Wrench is the one that comes to mind. That might be able to go, okay, how does she get in touch with XYZ? Or get a
That's
message
fair.
through. Because she doesn't much want to bother Boblin with that right now.
Oh, but Boblin.
Boblin's settling into things and works for the Anarch, and right now Melody's with the Camarilla, so she's kind of
Is she?
confused.
Yeah,
What's going on?
This is personal choice. Oh shit. This
Yeah.
is personal choice where we all know Ozzy is now Tower because he went to the Camarilla. Tommy is Nosferatu, which means that's just up in the air.
Yeah.
Morgan, we're still deciding. We're still trying to find out if Morgan is Anarch, Atarkus, or Cam.
Morgan so
will-
far. Go ahead.
Morgan will probably. I mean, he's probably going to be closet Atarkus, right? So he can't openly do that yet. Like maybe if he's an active character for 2 or 3 more seasons, he might get enough points to be able to just do that. But I mean, his mindset is, he's loyal first and foremost to the people who are loyal to him and his organization. He will work with whoever's in power in his area of operations and try and smooth things over and have good relationships. But his first loyalty isn't going to be to the Cam or to the Anarch. It's going to be to his people.
And I think it's more the fact that his people are not Kindred, and the Kindred are going to be looking at him going, look, these people can die in like a minute. We're still gonna be here. When all these people are gone in like the next 100 years, who are you going to be turning to?
Well, and that he is also trying to build and maintain good relationships with the kindred who are in power that he's met. So he's keeping dialogue open with William. He's trying to keep dialogue open with Gwen and with Jackson, and not burn any bridges, which that's tough when the factions are fighting each other. And
Yeah, wait till Spot Book comes out.
Oh, I can't wait for that.
Oh god.
So excited.
I'm gonna put my head into a bottle and not come out until I finish reading that book.
yeah, I just assume that when the Sabbat book comes out that, someone will, there will be like a Sabbat gathering in Morgan's Tower to introduce the content.
Maybe, or counteroffer, something happens in Hammond, Indiana, where there's a whole shit ton of crap going on, and Tommy's coming to Morgan and a couple other people going, we got a problem.
Fine, get the helicopter.
No!
Oh, helicopter.
Helicopter's not gonna work for this one.
No.
Got a rocket launcher?
But would Morgan know about the... Well, yeah, see, we've got an extra basement that you've never seen. Remember that talk about, wiping out a cat? We could do that.
You know that's gonna be stopped one way or another, correct?
I do. I also know that it's going to be awesome when it happens. The stopping it is the content.
Kids, this is why I drink.
Yeah.
I drink responsibly. But at the same time, yeah.
Love you.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. My liver might not love you. But we'll get to that later. I find it it'll be interesting. Tommy, what do you think Tommy's going to?
Tommy's long-term goal, is the same that it's always been, and that's just survive.
This is fair.
Obviously, this current situation makes that goal a little trickier, but there's always a way.
What do you think he'll do with the whole Sybil thing?
Ooh, Tommy? Probably nothing good.
Excellent.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting that vibe. No offense.
You're getting what?
Yeah.
That
That
vibe.
vibe from Tommy.
Yeah.
Well,
Look, listen. If things were let's say that one of the, well, I'm not going to even call him like close friend. If one of his acquaintances that he didn't know for a long time wasn't a certain person who had told him some information that gave him the idea that maybe it wasn't such a bad thing, or not necessarily a bad thing, but wasn't such a bad idea to like not oppose that, then things might be different. But that's not the case, so things aren't different.
oh god, that's amazing.
Yeah, that won't come back and bite us.
No, it totally won't. Not at all.
This is totally gonna bite us in the ass, and I'm gonna regret many a choice.
It's okay. It'll be fun. It'll be
So,
fun.
what's the policy on selling Coterie members to the Technocracy for experimentation? I'm asking for a friend.
I
still
mean,
eat you.
you can try.
You're gonna wait. Okay, let me understand the question again.
He wants to try to sell Tommy to the Technocracy.
No,
Apparently.
actually, I was thinking of Ozzy.
Oh, you saw Ozzy to the Technocracy? Yeah, you can try. Morgan still is yet to realize that they're older.
I don't think
I
Morgan
mean-
Morgan has a skewed idea of how little or how much or how little that actually matters.
I
yeah,
mean-
I guess that's true.
I mean, you could sell Ozzy to the Technocracy.
Mm-hmm.
There may or may not be a debate on that one. The Technocracy will kind of go, you do realize you're an anomaly as well. And you, as an anomaly selling another anomaly, do you really think this is advantageous for you?
More data for you in the long run if we do business.
Mm-mm.
You do realize we could pick him up at any time, right?
That's what I'm hoping for. Maybe 3 weeks ago?
You do know we could pick you up at any time, right, too, huh?
I'm working on that.
Look, Morgan, one way or another, Morgan's just gonna have to learn that not everybody can be bartered with.
I know, and that is going
So
to
if
be a
he
very
would like to
long,
approach-
hard process.
If he would like to approach the Technocracy, kudos to you, have fun.
Well, and technically,
Bye.
assuming that everything from last season is canon, he has actually had dealings with the Technocracy and walked away okay.
He walked
So
away
far.
because he offered a bigger fish.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, yeah, Ozzy's a bigger fish.
No,
Is he though?
he's not.
Okay, but Morgan doesn't
thinks he's a
realize
bigger
that.
fish.
Exactly.
You offered the Technocracy 2 hives of abominations that they could take, research, and study. You are offering him another kindred. What
There's
if
a
they
difference.
What if they took you and that kindred and ran the experiments on why is the Ventru and the La Sombra different, and then from that, putting you two together to deal with situations and seeing how you both differ or how you're both similar at the same point and how you handle the situations, and then slowly start to pick out your brain.
That sounds like something that our audience would probably love to see.
Wow, such a diplomatic answer.
Welcome to my marriage.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
I can't even. Oh my god.
Look, it'll be fine.
See?
The mantra, it'll be fine.
This is all fine. It's gonna be fine. This is not fine at all.
It'll
It's
be
gonna be
fun.
Die. Again.
I.
Look, I've got a backup character waiting if something happens. So, like, worst case scenario, it'll be fine.
How long
I'm
did it
getting there.
take for me to roll this one? Like, it's fine.
Okay. This will be. Why do I see 2016's dumpster fire just passing me by, going, "Hi, remember me?" And I'm going, "Oh fuck my life."
How is it rolling down the highway now?
Because it was on wheels.
It was
Oh,
on.
Fire.
All dumpsters have wheels, and they just kind of lose control at some point and just go down the road at a in a decline on
Clearly,
fire.
you haven't met Southern dumpsters yet. There are no wheels.
Wait, you guys don't have wheels?
It depends on the dumpster.
Fuck me.
Them fancy dumpsters got wheels on them.
I know, right? Holy shit.
Right.
Yep, them fancy Yankee dumpsters.
Yep. I was waiting for it.
I mean, listen here. I might be. Whoa, oh, wow, that felt. I might be a damn Yankee, but at the same time, some of our shit has helped you during the winter. We love you.
Not your weather.
Nope, that was Canada. That was fucking Canada. I am sticking to this. Hashtag blame Canada.
Well, don't blame Canada.
They're the ones who caused it.
They
Actually,
don't control the weather.
Well,
Yes, they do. They have
No,
lasers
they don't.
and satellites, and
Okay.
they do.
Oh no. Okay.
But seriously,
First off, it's not.
we're in Texas. We identified some of these new birds we saw over that storm. They were Canadian birds.
It's not Canada's fault. Okay.
Okay, well, we all know it's global warming.
Hang on, hang on.
However,
If we keep blaming Morgan for things, then why can't we also blame Canada?
Because it's Morgan's fault. And it's fun.
Then it's Canada's fault.
Sava wants to know if the birds apologized. I don't think they did.
No, most of them froze to death.
They were too busy bitching out their leader who thought he'd gone far enough south this year and missed.
And we just kind of made sure you guys all opened up your cabinets, kept your heat on, and made sure your water was running so that frozen pipes weren't a thing. Sorry for
they did
those that
fix
happened.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
we did our best. We tried.
Yeah, and
Yeah, with
all yeah.
So mental note, next time, kids, space heaters!
So what I'm hearing
And-
is that in order to solve our problems in game, we just need to open our cabinets, put a space heater in our kitchen, shut off the valves, and everything will be fine.
And make sure you have
No.
a generator so
An
that when your
extra
power
generator.
goes out,
Right.
you can still run the
Oh,
space
and like
heaters.
candles, and like just make sure
Isn't
that
this
like
how Ozzy started a haunting yesterday?
it'll be fine. Let's just try it.
Try it. I live it. What are you talking about?
We have a new house
Every-
now. We can try this.
Every winter I go
Sure.
through this. Well, I live in an apartment building, but the funny thing is that I still make sure all of my shit's running because I have an outer exterior wall. I'm fucked. I'm not in like the center part of things. But anyhow, long story short, as we're wrapping all of this stuff up, it was a session yesterday. A whole ass session.
Yeah, it was.
Because nobody
man.
here does half-ass.
Oh,
Sometimes I wish they would.
I have asked.
No. You didn't
Too
do a
late.
half-ass portion. You gave us a whole ass Tommy. You didn't use one butt cheek. You used both.
Well, I'll try harder next time to only use one butt cheek.
No. You have to try less to only use one butt cheek.
Right, I'll try less to use one butt cheek.
Right, exactly. Less is more.
Right.
Not really. Anyhow, with all of that being said, and with everything that's gone on, and we need to eat and drink because I have consumed alcohol and I feel fuzzy. Thank you guys for coming in for our recap session. We will be here next Saturday, taking another breath, trying to live our best vampire lives, because we don't have a mage again this week. And we'll see what Marcus Fairy Tale says, because he might be coming to town. Oh, fuck.
Yay!
It'll be
That's what
fine.
he's gonna say.
It'll be great.
It'll be fine. It'll be all fine. This is gonna be fantastically. I have a lot of writing
Sparkly.
to do.
It's gonna be sparkly.
All right. Anyone have any last words to say?
Don't forget to follow us. We will see you next Saturday.
And Vamily's
Can I
here.
weaponize glitter?
You sure can.
Ooh.
You already did that.
What about a space
did.
glitter laser?
Like, well, wait, hang on. What?
like a
what if it's-
literal glitter bomb.
Yeah. So rather than a laser like a beam, why not like tungsten capsules with glitter payload inside?
Just like
Right. So
I
you
found-
just fire it out of a rail gun, and get it to like 0.5% of the speed of light, and then it'll like explode partway through the atmosphere.
Just put my
Morgan should
goal in
invest
Twitch
in that.
chat.
Was glitter
That is a goal.
across the
I have a
entire
goal this
city.
week.
to weaponize glitter. Okay.
This will be sad and glorious all at the same time. What is that one command? Damn it, nerdy. Trying to remember
Which one are you looking for?
the gilded one that does Discord and Gilded.
Oh, I don't know.
I'm gonna have her write it down because I don't remember anymore.
There it is.
Hey,
Thank
it's
you.
community. There we go.
Right, because I did not remember that one.
Me neither.
And yes, CG, yes, you should be perking up in Lasambathusla. You have a response to write for me, sir. Thank you very much. All right, kids. Hope you all have a great rest of your Sunday, a great week, and we will be catching you all next Saturday. Have fun. Bye, everyone.